While the Senate knows that Section 12 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, as amended, provides that no treaty between the federal government and any country shall have the force of law except to the extent to which any such treaty has been enacted into law by the National Assembly, knows that out of the 250 United Nations treaties, conventions, charters, and protocols alone, which Nigeria is a party to, over 50 have not been ratified, while many others require cessation, signature, acceptance, or ratification. Amazed that there seems to be no comprehensive and accurate data on the exact number of treaties entered into by Nigeria since independence, as according to some records, only 61 have been ratified out of about 300, and yet, for treaty management in Nigeria, which raises the urgent need to call the attention of all stakeholders to discharge their responsibilities to rectify the anomaly. Further notes with deep concern, as further observed by the said roundtable, that the reluctance bordering on persistent refusal by MDS to comply with the decision of the Federal Executive Council contained in a circular issued by the head of service of the Federation, reference number head of service SF/LU/FEC/M38 dated the 2nd day of March 2017 to forward all treaties, international agreements to the Federal Ministry of Justice for disposition, worried that a huge number of treaties have not been submitted to the National Assembly for domestication due to reliance on provision of Section 3.2 of the Treaty making Procedural Act Cap T20 Laws of the Federation 2004, which classify treaties that require ratification by the National Assembly and those that do not. Establish that the said provision of the treaty making Procedural Act is inconsistent with the provision of Section 12 of the Constitution, which categorically subject all treaties without classification and ratification by the National Assembly. Cognizance of the fact that in the 5th Assembly, only 11 treaties were enacted into law by the National Assembly out of over 1,000 bills considered by the Assembly, while only 61 executive bills out of the 619 bills considered by the 7th Senate, with none on treaties still in the 8th Senate, only 3 executive bills so far have been presented for ratification and treaty. Regrets that the good reputation and image of Nigeria may continue to be low in the eyes of international community, and the country may suffer multidimensional loss if the National Assembly is denied its powers of ratifying treaties to acquire the force of law for municipal application in Nigeria. Accordingly, the Senate do here resolves to direct the Federal Ministry of Justice to produce a comprehensive record of all treaties that were entered into by Nigeria that were ratified by the National Assembly and those that are yet to be presented for ratification by the Executive, and many others that require different forms of action by relevant institutions of government responsible for treaty management in Nigeria. B, direct the Ministry of Justice and Federal Ministry of Foreign Affairs to establish a comprehensive database on status and management of treaties in Nigeria. 3, urge the Executive to submit all bills on all outstanding treaties that require ratification by the National Assembly. And 4, mandate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters and Foreign Affairs to liaise with the relevant ministries affected by the decision of to facilitate collation of the documents and report to the Senate therewith. Mr. President and my distinguished colleagues, the reason for this very important motion is that in our collective decision to practice democracy as a form of governance and to put us in a situation where we can put ourselves in the list of civilized nations, bordering on good governance and constitutionality, it is only important that this Senate acts and makes sure that whatever commitment this country makes with the outside world is adequately taken care of by the National Assembly for the purpose of making sure that we give our own part of the bargain as far as international commitments are concerned. It is in line with this that I urge my colleagues to support this motion so that we can have this comprehensive list and then within the shortest possible time work upon the list to be able to put it in accordance with what is required of us under the Constitution. I therefore urge my colleagues to second this motion, and in particular, I will request that my distinguished friend and brother, distinguished Senator James Manager, second this motion with your permission, sir.